What is up, guys? Okay, tonight I want to talk to you about wow, words. Tonight I want to talk to you about being spontaneous. And this wouldn't have happened if I didn't put myself in a situation to be spontaneous. Now, let's talk about the fact that, in order to be spontaneous, you must carve out white space in your schedule to be spontaneous. It doesn't just happen by accident. So, first things first, don't always book things. Second things, in order to be spontaneous, we must put ourselves in spontaneous situations. So today I put myself in a coffee shop. I went like 30 minutes out of my way because literally I live in the middle of nowhere and it takes 30 minutes to get anywhere to do anything with anybody. So drove 30 minutes to a coffee shop and sat there pretty much all day. Now I ended up meeting these two guys that one was a photographer, a brand new photographer in the motorcycle world. So cars, motorcycles, all that stuff. Something that I've never done. I've never shot photos of cars or motorcycles or anybody in that that niche of photos. And so I was intrigued. I was like, I love creators, I love photos, I love photographers and videographers and all that stuff. And so he showed me, while he was showing me a bunch of his stuff, this guy walks in and he was fully decked out in his biker gear, and he saw Ryan, and he saw Ryan's photos of his bike stuff, and he was like, oh my gosh, dude, can you shoot me? And so Ryan got a gig literally right there to shoot this guy, Eduardo. Let me double check and make sure I get his name right because names are important. Eduardo, yeah. It was, so literally from the coffee shop, we decided that we were going to go do this shoot, literally tonight. And Ryan knew the exact place to go, so he knew the location to go to. So he sent us the location. And I'm over here I've never shot this stuff before. I was like, you know what? I'm down for a night. I'm down for an adventure. I'm down for a photo shoot, video shoot, whatever it is. So I tagged along. I went along with it. And we ended up shooting some really cool stuff. And I'll post a short of the actual videos later this week. But tonight I just wanted to tell you about the story of how this all happened. Literally put myself in a situation, a coffee shop, to be spontaneous. But before that, I told myself in January that I was going to bring my camera with me every single place I ever went for an entire year. For 365 days, I have brought my camera with me every single place I've gone. And I can guarantee you, it has been the best thing for my creativity. It's been the best thing for my business. It's been the best thing. It's better than a business card. It's better than anything because people literally will ask you, what do you shoot? Who do you shoot for? What do you do? If you are a creator and you have a camera with you trust, take my word for it. Bring your camera with you for 365 days and see what happens, because I promise you it'll be really fun. And you'll end up with some really cool stories, some really cool photos, some really cool videos, and just some spontaneous things that you can actually do because you have your gear with you. Does it get annoying? Sure. There's some times where I'm like, this thing is in the way. But it has served its purpose, and it has served way more value by bringing it with me every single place I go than it has been worth the annoyance. So, all that to be said, if you're down for a challenge, I challenge you to bring your camera with you for 365 days and see what changes, see what happens, see what you create, because you have the ability to create on demand whenever you want, however you want because you have your gear with you. Now, all that to say, I hope you guys have really considered like creating more white space in your schedule to be spontaneous. This doesn't happen by accident. It happens by literally choosing to not book yourself completely solid. It happens by having, like, carving out time in your schedule with whatever you're doing to create space for spontaneous things. And I promise, as a creator, we need that spontaneous feeling to get reignited, to get re-inspired. Because if you're a full-time creator or creativity is part of your like day-to-day job, like that is your job, it's kind of hard to stay inspired 24/7. So we need new stimulus, we need new creative ideas, we need new connections and new people. And we also need to not have a completely packed schedule. So at least for me, I know that works for me. If I'm 100% packed out, booked out, like all of the things, I'm way less creative because I have to execute in that time and there is no other ands if or buts about it. But if I lean into the fact that like white space is okay, boredom is okay, because boredom allows for creativity. And sometimes as a creative, it is good to be bored. It is good. And I have to remind myself that all the time because when I start to feel bored, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And that is the furthest thing from the truth, because in boredom comes creativity. And sometimes we just need to be okay with being bored for a moment and allowing ourselves to put ourselves in new situations to start that spark again. If I didn't go sit at a coffee shop for 6 hours today, I would not have met these new friends. I would not have even been in conversation or in position to have this experience. So we have to go and put ourselves in situations. So wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, sitting in your house 24/7, or if you have an online business or anything, I know that individuals on this channel specifically are content creators. They're either building a business, they're using content to get attention, to get eyeballs, to drive into their business. Go sit in places with other people. Like, go get around people. If you're short on like attention and eyeballs, like literally go meet some in real life humans, get their Instagrams, get connected. And who knows, like I got connected to these two guys today. Who knows what's going to happen from that interaction, from that connection? But I took the necessary steps. I put myself in a position to meet new people. I put myself in a position to have spontaneous moments. And I was willing to actually just go do it. And so whatever it is, chase that little inclination, that little subtle yes, that little subtle thing that you want to go do. Chase that thing. And I promise you'll end up with some really cool stories and some really cool experiences. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.